Crap, I got a cow. Dadgummit. Woo, come on! That same cow. Dadgummit. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. And that is what we've got going on today.
Yeah, let's we'll get the waders on and
well, what I'm worried is you're gonna, one of us is gonna step off in there and we're gonna look like the Titanic going to the bottom. Look at this. I mean, this is literally
almost waist deep.
It is waist deep. We got her. What is up, everybody? I am Ty. This is Wallace Family Farming Outdoors. Thank you so much for watching this video. My wife Kirsten and I have a small farm in Oklahoma. We try to raise beef for people to eat. We got 3 awesome little boys, and we're just trying to share our life with you guys through YouTube. So nice to have you. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, give us a chance. We love sharing our life with you guys. It's been an awesome journey. Should be post-Christmas by now, and I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope you're getting ready for New Year. I hope you got a lot of big plans. We're gonna be making some plans, and I'm extremely excited for 2026. I think big things are gonna come, and we're excited to share it with you guys. Let's go. So we've had a big problem that we haven't talked with you guys about. We've got a family of beavers living in our creek, and they're causing our creek banks to erode, including putting about waist deep holes in our pasture. So I brought my buddy out here today, Ethan, and he's gonna help us trap some beavers. So I've never done this before, but Ethan a few years ago decided he wanted to become a mountain man and took up trapping. So I worked with Ethan on a ranch back in our high school days. We had a lot of fun, so we're gonna learn how to beaver trap today. And I see a spot right here where they looks like they've been coming up, sliding up on their belly.
Where you see that at?
Right here.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
So
I remember when you first bought this place, we came down here and the neighbor said you had beaver problems in the past, but we never seen any sign. But today we see a lot of sign, and mostly unless you see the beaver floating, swimming, or on land, like Ty said, this is a really good sign of what a beaver slide will look like. It's just a wore out path coming from the water up to the bank, looking for sticks and trees to chew up. Then of course you see the floating tree limbs that they've chewed on. So beavers just eat the bark on the outside of the sticks, and then they leave the rest, and they make their den with it, or they dam up stuff with it. So that shiny sticks down the water you see there, real yellow, that's a really good sign that they're actively in here, actively eating.
look at that over there, Ethan.
There's a good slide over there.
So I'm not kidding. I came down here looking for Mac. Our cat Mac went missing, and so I came in here looking for him, and I heard something in the water, and I walked down here. There was a whole family. There were 5 of them of all different sizes, and it's like they could care less that I was down here. So it looks like they're already damming up our creek down there.
Are they?
I mean, it looks like something floating. We may have to go down there and look.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. So they want to find the den, want to find their home. It's the quickest and easiest way. You can use foot traps and on drowning rods like on this slide here, but I don't have any right now, and it's kind of a hit or miss. If we can hit them right out of the den.
I can't believe that over there. That is insane.
Yeah, that's a pretty good slide.
Let me ask you this, Ethan. Why are they putting holes all the way? How are they doing this? What's causing them to put holes all the way up here? Like pretty far from, there's a hole. See those T-posts? That's by Ethan's truck. Look how far that is away from the creek, and it's about waist deep. What are they, how the heck do they get all the way up there?
So a beaver, they're pretty defenseless. They can't defend themselves against really anything. I mean, they have those big front teeth, but other than that, they can't. They don't see well, they hear really well, and they smell really well, but they can't see very good. So what they do is they get in your on the deep sides of your ponds or your creeks or the rivers, and they'll burrow a hole up under the ground. So you'll have to dive. The beavers dive under the water, and they'll come up, and they'll dig this tunnel up until they get above the water level, and then they dig a big old, just like a big house under there where it's dry. So basically, the water is their front gate, so predators can't get up in their den. And just over time, they just build it farther and farther out and make it bigger and bigger.
I'm assuming that's kind of what. So this was here when we bought this place, and they've brought in telephone poles to try to stop erosion. I'm assuming this is all beaver related crap.
And this creek, I've seen, since y'all bought it, it's had water in it. It holds fish, it holds water. So it's a prime location for beaver because it's never.
So they're
gonna
killing
dry
our
out.
fish too.
No, beavers don't kill fish.
Oh,
No.
okay.
If you have otters, they will. Otters will eat your fish, and we'll kind of look around and see if we see any otter.
Well, I've
scat.
seen otters at our big pond.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
So you might have some in here, and you might not. I'm willing to bet you do.
We may need to go over
And,
there because I'm not kidding. I went over there one night and several otters were in at our other place, and they literally ran off in the woods.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just about bet the farm on that you have otters in here, but it may be a big enough area where they're not just wiping out a whole fish population like a little pond would. So I've seen when we moved in, we seen an otter a couple years, didn't know what it was really in our pond, and then next thing you know, there wasn't many fish left. So
I don't know. I hope they haven't done that to ours.
But if you continually catching them like Quade does, I bet they'll be fine. I mean, even the lakes have otters in them.
Yeah.
But you got a lot of water and a lot of area here to cover. So.
Well, we've put a lot of money into stocking fish in that other pond where I saw the otters.
Is that on this place?
No, at our other place.
They have they're kind of like a canine, a water canine. They have a mouth like a dog, teeth like a dog. They're super aggressive, and they'll den up in old beaver dens or maybe old just tree roots that have grown over the water. They'll get up in there and burrow out, so they don't have to protect themselves as much as a beaver does. So
how many traps you got, Ethan?
There's probably a dozen or so.
You went hardcore into trapping.
Yeah, so we started been wanting to trap for years and years. Just never got around to trying it. Didn't know nothing about it, but had some friends, and our pastor was a big trapper, and finally I talked myself into it. I watched a ton of videos, kind of same stuff you're doing, just self-made guy that's did trapping videos for people, and I watched them for just about a year straight, him and a couple other channels, and then with the help of Don, we started catching just about everything. We have a decent turkey population at our house, and I wanted to see that grow because I've seen it fluctuate to almost nothing to a lot, and when we moved out there, we had 30 or 40 in a flock in the fall. So now we might get 10, 12, but
seems like they travel. I don't know what.
Yeah, ours do in the fall. In the spring, they'll have a different cycle. So,
yeah.
But I noticed we had a great hatch a couple years ago when I started trapping, nest predators and
the possums and coons.
And the coyotes. We caught a lot of coyotes and that, and we do that for our birds at the house. We have a lot of money invested in our poultry, and just the more varmints out there, the more chances they killing something. So, but beaver trapping's about my favorite deal.
So what Ethan's telling you is he should have a YouTube channel, but
I don't know about that.
It's like the blind leading the blind out here.
But no one traps anymore hardly, and the predators are getting out of control, and then the beavers are getting out of control. I could stay pretty hooked up throughout the year if I wanted to with beaver trapping, just from the nuisance. So we got these traps are called conibears or 330s or body grips. And it's just 2 springs. When we set the trap, of course it'll be under the water. But these haven't been ran for about a year. But so this is what it's going to look like under the water. And our object is for for the beaver to swim through it, and he'll hit that trigger, and the dog will flip up, and then those will kind of suitcase down and up on each other, and they'll catch them. So that's basically the main objective. We want to get down in their runs and set the trap in and hit them right when they come out of the den or up a slide or down a slide. So.
Are you doing very much like foothold stuff with coyotes and stuff this year?
Yeah, I haven't started yet, but that's all. Yeah, that's all I do for them is footholds, and for coyotes, possums, coons. Trying to get some foxes this year, stuff like that. Bobcats, of course.
So I made the deal with Ethan that I'd bring the skid steer over and do some skid steer work in exchange for him trapping. But what I didn't tell him is I don't have a way to move the skid steer. So I may get on the.
I got a trailer. I know a guy.
Oh, he's saying he knows a guy. You may get it moved.
Yeah, let's we'll get the waders on and.
Well, what I'm worried is one of us is gonna step off in there and we're gonna look like the Titanic going to the bottom.
No, I haven't drowned it yet, but these traps are. If you ever get into it, these are amazing trap, but you have to be extremely careful because they will break arms, fingers, legs. I mean, they will break your bones instantly.
Is there like a particular brand that's?
So these are all Duke 330s. Duke's makes a great trap. So these are square, and they have a round style that they come out with a couple years ago called RBGs, round body grips. Those are becoming really popular, but for the bang for the buck, these Dukes, you can't beat them. And they have different options with them. They have a little heavier new version that come out with a little heavier springs and stuff like that. Built a little more heavy, but for the price of these are about your way to go. If you're looking to get into any type of trapping, I'm a big customer of the First Shed in Wetumpka. I don't know if we can put plugs in there or not, but they're a great group of guys, and they've helped me a ton with this stuff. So
Ethan's already getting paid off. He's already getting paid off. Coming on Wallace Family Farming Outdoors. Plug in. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just kidding. They are good people. We're lucky in our area to have a lot of good people.
I brought all of them just in case, but
what do you trap the otters with? Is it the same?
Mostly is these.
Yeah.
I try to catch them in passes,
Mm-hmm.
And we can set one up down here on your dam. That's a good pinch point for otters. You're looking for pinch points because they're a real traveler. They don't beavers will stick around, for the most part in their area, their territory. But otters, they like to move.
I think you can see the bottom. I don't know how deep it is. If I could ever get this problem under control and know that a excavator wouldn't fall off in a hole, I'd love to have somebody come out here with a mulcher head on an excavator and mulch down all that. Oh, Bubba. I did the same exact thing a second ago.
I seen that when we were going back up. Man. Chill out. Oh, Don told me, he said, you better get you a rake. And I said, why do I need a rake? He said, that's your night vision in this water. Because beavers, it'll be like a solid bottom, and then when you get to their runs, a lot of times it just dumps down because they continually swim on the bottom of the.
They swallow it out.
Yeah, wallow it out. So I trapped on the river one time on Deep Fork, and it was like shin deep water, a foot deep, and then it dropped over my head.
Wow.
Instantly.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have a rake or nothing, man, I would have fell in. But so here we just.
It's a little deep.
How deep it gets, because there's a shelf right there, and it kind of gets going off. So here, what I normally do is just kind of get in and look around. Sometimes you can see their holes in the bank if the water's low enough.
Well, hey, They got a tree up here, Ethan, where I've seen them floating down the creek and come and get up underneath it.
Okay. That
It,
tree
it
that's
it's it.
leaning over?
No, it's on up. I'll show you. It's got its root system exposed, and I'm not kidding. When the water was high, I watched it float down the creek and get up underneath it.
Okay. So that's a good sign. They like falling down trees, tree system roots, because it's already it's just a cover for them. Because most of them will have their hole, their den, and then they'll cover the sticks over the top of it. We're just gonna kind of walk around the sides here and see if we can find a run. There's a lot of sticks. Most of the time, this is the most time-consuming part, is just trying to find where they're.
So, Ethan was talking about how much they'd been eating over here a little bit further down the creek. Hey, Vaps, they're going to town over on that side of the creek. This creek at points drops off pretty steep in the bank. It just try and do everything I can to keep from losing that soil. We want to fight erosion, do the right thing for the dirt and the ground. That way we can keep as much ground as we can and not lose it to these creeks, because when this creek gets rolling, it becomes huge. It becomes like a river. So I don't want to lose any ground to a beaver family having a fun old time down there chewing up all our sticks and digging holes in the bank. We got to do what we got to do to kind of keep them under control.
Oh, you good? I got it.
Like a ice pick on Mount Everest.
I've been in some deals that this rake's the only thing that saved me.
Uh-oh.
Help me get out.
You ever think about wearing like a auto inflate vest or something? Ooh.
I never thought about that.
That may be a good beaver trapping present for Ethan. It's a life vest to save him one day.
Well, was you able to get a shot at them?
We don't have a gun. We're looking at them right now. So Ethan, you said it's got to be all the way underwater.
Yeah, so these have to be fully submerged. Our object here is to try to get them coming in and out of the banks, going to feed, since we haven't found their den yet. But this is a high trafficked area, so a lot of times, especially as deep as this is, we want to make sure we anchor it down to something so we don't lose our trap and our beaver. So there's nothing worse than a lost trap. I want it to close good enough. I may have to make a shelf with my foot to kind of go down straight like this. Last thing we want to do is have them set it off and not catch nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've trained a beaver to what a trap is. We got the trap set like this, and I've got this stick going like this in the dirt, so it stabilizes the springs here, and then it gives it so it doesn't bounce back and forth.
So Quade went and got Ethan some sticks to kind of create a funnel. Is that right, Ethan?
Well, to brace them up to help stabilize these traps, since we left most of the stabilizing stuff over there. All right, so Ty went to get a trap, and we found their den down here. It's one of them. Oh, I don't know how good y'all can see this. I'm trying not to get it wet. But we see here we got some sticks lined up along this entrance here. And if we can get you up in there some. Oh, it did turn. Okay. I'm going to try to get y'all up in here. you can kind of see there's this den here, and it'll have a tunnel that goes way up in there. And instead of like a catfish or whatever, they go down, the beaver's tunnel will go through the water, and it's gonna go up. And that way they have a dry air pocket up there to breathe and to rest and to sleep. If you look, that's hard to, I don't know how do you zoom out, but like right in here, there's like a trough where they've wallered in and out, and they'll go right above the dirt and pack it down real hard in and out when they go. So we're gonna put a trap right in there, kind of underneath them roots, and hopefully we'll have one in the morning.
You guys wouldn't believe what happened, but I got witnesses. I got witnesses to back up my story. So we showed you, we were walking and we're looking for beaver dens. We look across the creek and there are pigs. So I text Kirsten, I'm like, have Quade come down here and bring a rifle because there's pigs right across the creek. So we watched them walk off, didn't see them anymore. Quade brought a gun. I figured they had left. So he just putting out traps on the other side of the creek. And I'm like, hey, can me and Quade sneak off and go see if we can see those pigs? So we're coming down here, and Quade's not exactly known for his being quiet, let's say. And he's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, be quiet, we're trying to kill these pigs. And I think that made him mad. And he's like, you're stupid, you're not killing pigs. He just left.
I did not say that.
So I'm walking down here, and there's a big sow pig off in the brush with her piglets, and I shot her. Then looked to me like two boars took off, and I did not get, or well, I shot at one, but I didn't kill it. So we're down here. I wanted to show you guys this pig if we can find it, but she looks like she's kind of wandered off. But I hit her solid, so she couldn't have gone too far. Ethan hurt her. All right, we're gonna try to find her, and we'll be right back. We got her. She had some piglets.
How much teeth left down there, does she?
You guys, if you are mad, if you're mad that we're shooting these pigs, I got something I want you to do. If you have a house, go get some of these and put them in your yard. If you don't have a yard, go get some, put them in your apartment. And if you like them tearing up your stuff, then I think you've got a right to say that we need them around. I'll say that because they're destroying our property and they're destroying the country. Do you wish you would have been here when I shot that?
Yes.
She's down. Okay, you guys. Another day, another bag of feed. Another attempt to catch these cows. Guys, this isn't made up. This isn't done for YouTube. This is me trying to catch these stinking cows. And this is just real life. So the black and white faced cow, she's right by the gate. The other cow's a little bit further away. I got maybe, I don't know, not very much. I got the last of a bag of cubes. I'm gonna come in here and drop it in here for them and see what they do. She's blowing snot at me. I don't know why. Gonna put you guys on the truck hood while I feed them. Woo, come on! Come on, girl. Woo! So the other cow's looking all squirrely. Black and white faced cow's going in there. The solid cow, she's looking like she wants to. Gonna put this bag up. We gotta go check on the other cows. Black cow's looking like she wants to come in here. It is a gloomy winter Oklahoma day. Pretty mild temperature, a little bit of wind. I don't know how that sits for cow catching weather. I'd feel a little bit more confident if it were about 15 degrees and spitting snow. And then she might be a little bit more likely to want to go get those cubes. She's sitting at the back of that corral right now, or I hate to call it a corral, catch pen, whatever you want to call it. Drive around on the side of this brush pile and see what happens. I gotta go get Quaid, so I can't wait all day on her. Boy, she watches. She's watching me right now. It may not be today. Honestly, today wouldn't be a good day. Cell barn, it'd either be Sunday or Monday. I don't know how my work is lined up. She's going in there right now. She'll go in there today, she'll go in there tomorrow. I hate to be a tease with y'all, but I just don't know what I'm gonna do with her for however many more days. I'm gonna have to get a day where I work in the evening and then I can come and catch her in the morning and have it lined up a little bit closer to the sale. So hey, if nothing else, we're making progress. They are going in there. She just really pays attention to me and what I'm doing. So she's getting a little bit more calm and we'll get her caught. I'm not worried about it. They're not doing anything but eating a few cubes. We'll have to go by and get some more cubes to feed them, but other than that, it's not a big deal. Gotta go over, gotta take a picture for a guy who may want to buy some cows. You guys may see that in a upcoming episode. Gotta go see if the cows will come up. Let me get this gate shut and we'll head over to where the cows are. Just like you guys are gonna be mad that I teased you with trying to get those cows in the corral. That wasn't an intentional tease. I'm really just trying to be smart about it. These cows are gonna be mad because I am gonna intentionally tease them, and I'm gonna take a bag of cubes that's stuffed full of other bags of cubes, and I'm gonna call them like I'm gonna feed them. Then they're not gonna get fed. Then they're gonna be mad at me. Crap, I got a cow. Dadgummit. Woo, come on! That same cow. Dadgummit. Woo, come on! Hurry now! Hurry now! She was just about to walk out the gate. That same cow that I chased with the tractor, she's figured out there's grass on the other side of that gate. Woo, come on! I want them to follow me a little bit further out in the pasture. I may have to put you guys down for just a second. Woo, come on! Woo, come on! I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's gonna be a whole bunch of cow poop out here. Man, when we come along with that drag, it's gonna drag all that out. It's gonna be really nice, like free fertilizer. So that's really exciting. That's a really exciting, like right at pre-spring project to get to hook onto the drag and drag cow poop. I'm not being sarcastic at all. That's really, it's like really, you get to see, you know, you're making a difference. Woo, come on! So basically all I wanted to do today was call them up, take some pictures, check on them. Everybody's doing good. Bull's coming to headbutt me. No cubes today. No cubes. All out of cubes. Are you mad about that? Nobody trusts you on this channel. You realize that, right? Uh-oh. I think he took offense to me saying that, you guys. May make a lap around the field. Check on everybody. Calves are off eating different places. I gotta go get Quaid. Gotta go get the little boys. And I'll let Buck drive in our other pasture. And that'll make his day and we'll take it to the house. So while we drive over here to check on these calves, I'm not gonna try to do too much yakking, mate, but I wanna hear your 2026 plans. I mean, we all make plans. We all have goals. I want to hear yours. I want to be more efficient with my time. I want to be healthier. I want to spend less time on my phone. I want to be a better dad. I want to bring you guys more YouTube videos. Those are some of my goals, and I want to hear yours. I think 2026, I'm hoping, is a good year. We've gone through some years of chaos here. Really, since 2022, we've had some rough years. Family members passing. We had a house fire in 2023. Had a lot of instability, not knowing what the future holds. And you keep going and you come out the other side. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been really cool sharing our stuff on YouTube with you guys, because we've been talking about doing this for years, to the point where we bought a GoPro, bought a drone, and just didn't do it. So what I'm gonna say to you guys for this new year, if you got something you're wanting to do, whether it's buying that piece of land, whether it's getting some chickens, maybe it's getting some pigs, maybe it's getting some cows, go do it. And you'll be thankful that you did next year. Just like I'm thankful that we started our little YouTube journey with not having a clue of what to do, trying to use programs we didn't have a clue of how to work. You know, maybe you only get 100 views. Maybe people kind of laugh at you when you're not around. Who knows? Who cares? Just go do it. And that next year, you're probably going to be thankful for it. So everybody looks good over here. I'm going to go pick up Quater. He had some math tutoring. And we're going to get him and Buck and Call. If you don't know, well, I know you don't know, I'll tell you the stories behind our boys' names. Quaid is named after Lone Wolf McQuade, the Chuck Norris movie, where he's a Texas Ranger that drives a Ram Supercharger. I think it's Supercharger. Maybe it's Pro Charger. Anyway, it's an awesome movie if you haven't watched it. Because that's kind of how I want him to be. I want him to be very self-sufficient, able to take care of himself. Buck is named after my grandpa Buck, my dad's dad, who was a cattleman around Muskogee, Oklahoma. And he passed away before I was born trying to get a calf out of a frozen pond, and he fell through the ice, and by the time they got him out, he'd passed away. So we call him Buck. And Call is named after Captain Call from Lonesome Dove, and that was my dad's favorite movie, I guess you'd say. And it's a pretty awesome story. I know you guys have watched Lonesome Dove. So that's the meaning behind our boys' names. Pretty cool. Let's go get them. A little tidbit while we're on the topic of Lonesome Dove. If you guys don't know, Taylor Sheridan, the guy responsible for Yellowstone and all that stuff, his life, if I'm remembering correctly, totally changed when he read Lonesome Dove. He wanted to be a police officer, and he read Lonesome Dove and decided he wanted to get into, I don't know if you'd say writing cowboy chronicles. I don't know what that Western genre, but yep. So that's a tidbit about Lonesome Dove if you didn't know and you haven't watched it or you haven't read the book. I'm working on reading the book right now. It is absolutely amazing. You're in for a treat. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. And that is what we've got going on today. Wind is gusting, I would guess, to about 40, and it is wanting to take down our pole barn. I've named our pole barn the Pole Barn of Many Colors, like the Dolly Parton song, because it is made up of many colors of metal. But it's out there smacking against the supports. And I think we're going to have to totally take down any remaining walls that are on it, because everything's rotten. And it's not really doing anything but weighing the whole thing down. So you got to cut off those things that don't support you anymore, I guess. So I talked to you guys about the holes, and where this is crazy. It's December. After Christmas, it's short sleeve weather.
70 degrees.
Look at these. Look at this. I mean, this is literally
Almost waist deep.
It is waist deep. I mean, it's crazy. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, babe, but they got a tunnel that runs all the way through there.
All the way down.
Down through here.
Oh yeah, look at all the way down.
Yeah.
There's like a whole little...
So what we're gonna have to do is rent an excavator, come in here and dig this out and bring in dirt. But guys, they're literally stealing our land from us.
Y'all missed it a minute ago. I didn't have the camera going just yet, and
We didn't have the camera going.
walked off
So
into a hole.
our neighbors were running some steers on this place before we bought it, and they said they lost one of their steers to falling in these holes. And like this one, you never
Can't even
see it. You can't see it.
That's the one he just stepped off into.
Ankle breaker.
Scary.
So
Especially, I mean, this is a long ways away from a creek, you know?
yeah,
Like,
and
Not-
they put T-posts in it before we bought it to.
is that T-post over there, is that
That's more.
another hole?
Yeah.
Which even, like, I don't know if that's this hole is from. I assume it is.
Yeah. So you have to stay away, basically.
Between the hogs and the beavers, they're kind of wreaking havoc.
So we haven't had any luck trapping them yet, and Ethan's the best man for the job that I can get. He knows a heck of a lot more about it than I do. So I've been wearing around my DJI mic, and I figured out it's not paired, so I'm getting wind noise. Now it's paired, hopefully it's better. Anyway, walking around, I'm listening to a comedian, and he's like, man, 2026, I think economically it's gonna be a little bit worse. Times are gonna be harder. Probably gonna see more blue collar people with chickens, wearing Carhartt. I was like, we already there, Bubba. We're already doing it. And guess what? That ain't such a bad life. Let me show you what I want to do. I've never done it before. Probably one of the biggest parts of homesteading, and I definitely am going to need your guidance on it. I want to make this a garden, but I don't know what I need to do, and I don't know if this is the right spot. This has a very gentle slope, kind of like that. We've got part of a woven wire fence, I guess. I did a little bit of clearing with the skid steer, but I've still got all this stuff over here, and with the exception of basically one tree, I think I can brush hog it all down. I guess my question is, number one, am I gonna have a bunch of erosion problems with it having that slight change in slope, and then I've got a pretty steep hill on the other side? Number two, are the chickens gonna cause a bunch of problems? Am I gonna have to be better about keeping the chickens put up? Number three, if I take out these trees, what am I gonna have to do to break up the roots? If I get a tractor and a rototiller, is that gonna be enough to take all this out? I have no experience with a garden, but I'm figuring out, you know, as we all get a little bit older, we figure out more things about ourselves. I'm figuring out that I really enjoy seeing growth and like visual things, and I love food plots, and I love planting winter pasture and growing things for our cows. And I think a garden, I'm like, well, duh, a garden is right there with that stuff. So I think I'll enjoy it. I think you guys will enjoy us going through that process and learning, and we've never done it. And but I do need advice. I'm gonna really have to figure it out. I'm really gonna have to search for some things, I feel like. But I've tried. Anyway, Kirsten's notorious for, I won't even put that in there, babe, about you and your brown thumb. So, anyway, I'm excited for 2026. I hope you guys are. I hope you make a lot of plans and follow through. We're gonna have a great year together. One other thing. So my dad always said they only let 3-year-olds run the Kentucky Derby. And to me, that means we only get one shot. Make today count. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.